The title says it all. Here are 4 of my favorite warm-ups that don't include any scales. You can include any or all of them in your everyday warm-up routine. As I introduce each one, I'll demonstrate it first and then go back and talk about what we're working on and other tips. Okay, so this first one is called the sing and turn. And what this does is work your rotary motion and dynamic balance. So what is rotary motion? If you think of turning a doorknob one way and then back the other, that's rotary motion. And this is transferring weight back and forth on your hand here. Okay, so we use this all the time in pianos. If we roll a chord, we're rolling, we're moving the weight up and down, or we use it in broken chords sometimes. Kind of that back and forth motion. Being able to move this weight back and forth like this helps to avoid excess tension building up in our hands. The other thing we're working on here is dynamic control and balance. So the thumb is always very quiet and the other fingers sing out. You can think of the other fingers, aside from your thumb, having the melody. So your right hand is going to be on middle C, and then the other fingers just have a key above that. And the notes, aside from the thumb, are just G, F, E, D. And then you add the quiet middle C's in between those notes, and that's where the rotary motion comes in. So repeat. And one more time. And then end on C. Okay, so do that at least 3 times in a row. And the left hand will just be the mirror image of that. So you'll also be in C position for the left hand. So pinky will be on C here. But instead of starting with the G, we're going to start with the C. And then you would repeat that 3 times. Okay? So number 2. This warm-up works on your finger dexterity and articulation control. So you're going to start with your right hand thumb on middle C and play all the fingers going up. So just step up the keyboard and then skip down. Okay, so here it is together. Okay, then move up, starting on D, and do the same pattern. Okay, then move up to E, up to F, and you'll just keep doing this until you get all the way with thumb on the C above middle C. Once you get to this point, then you're going to reverse everything. So you'll start on G, step down, and hop up. Then go down. Okay, and so on. So when you play this, there should be one motion for all of the steps rather than 5 separate motions. So we don't want down, down. So we just want one fluid motion up and again, and then hop down with little wrist lifts. So one motion up and hop. Okay, and then your left hand is going to play these exact same notes, just an octave lower. And then you can do hands together. And so on. So that was number 2. So warm up number 3. So you're going to start with your right hand thumb on middle C. You're going to play it 3 times, nice and light, and then you're going to leap up to the C above. Okay, then you'll go back down to middle C, play 3 times, and then leap up 2 octaves above. Then one more time, go back down to middle C, play 3 times, and then leap 3 octaves above. Okay, so we're working on springing off middle C and leaping to our final destination. Okay, so you're thinking of middle C as your springboard, and that last middle C that you play, you'll spring off of C, almost like you're pushing off the key. And then you're going to lead with your wrist to the next place. Okay, so you're making kind of a rainbow shape with your wrist, leaping up and over. Okay, and then the left hand is going to do the same thing. You'll start on middle C with the thumb and you'll leap down. So 1, 2, 3, and then 2 octaves, and then 3 octaves. So now the last one is an arpeggio crossover, and this is kind of a fun one. So basically this is 2 broken chords. So I'm in C position, and I'm going to start on C with my left hand. I'll play C, E, G with my right hand, and then my left hand crosses over my right with finger number 2 to play that higher C. And then it's going to cross back down. So I'll show you. And then you're going to move up both hands to D position. Okay. And notice that my left hand is moving to the next position over while my right hand is playing. Move. And then move back. Because if I wait until after my right hand plays to move my left hand, it's going to be too late. Right? So you have to do 2 things at once. Play the right hand and move the left hand over. So with all of these warm-ups, make sure to always listen for that steady pulse and evenness of notes. You can gradually increase your speed, but just remember that faster is not always the final goal, if that makes sense. So just keep it in control always, gradually upping your tempo if you can keep a steady pulse and even notes. And that's it. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions or video topics that you want me to cover, because I really want to help you guys out. Make sure to tune in 2 weeks from now, August 5th, when I launch the free online piano course right here on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at your next lesson.